Hey, the Fairy Part 2 update is out and I've already caught 86 fairies. Here, they're all in my fairy jar. But what does that mean? Ladies and gentlemen, let me first explain the update and then move on to how you can grind this event effectively. So first, for technical stuff, we got a new code, which is bean or leaf 10, and we get a new cosmetic from the code. Other than that, if we search up garden guide and click on it, we see that daily quests are changed. So let me complete the quest first. And there we go, we completed daily quests. So there are different rewards for daily quests, and at the end we will get Gardener Seed Pack. If we search up Gardener Seed Pack at the wiki, we see that we can get all these new plants, including the new Divine Seed Urchin plant. But we also got one more stuff in the garden guide, which is the new mini achievements, but I don't know about these, gang. This is kinda hard, alright? Now all these are easy, like this line is easy. This line is easy too. This is okay. These three are okay. But hatching a cockatrice is really hard. I hatched like 300 eggs and only got one cockatrice. I wasn't really lucky with this update. But anyways, let's continue with the fairy stuff. We got two new crafting benches, and on the left one you can craft the new enchanted chest, but it's kind of a scam. You need enchanted seed pack and enchanted egg. But you can get the new phoenix pet here. You can also craft the enchanted seed pack, enchanted egg, enchanted crate, and the new glimmering crate here, which glimmering crate is the new cosmetic crate. But I think I will ignore this crafting bench and maybe just craft enchanted eggs, because it just takes 10 minutes and you only need the enchanted seed pack and the glowthorn. But this is the important crafting bench. If you wanna play this fairy part 2 update, start crafting these fairy nets. You'll need them a lot and you can use each fairy net to catch one fairy. But it's an easy recipe and it only takes 30 seconds. You just need to plant some sunbulbs, collect them, a harvest tool, strawberry seed, and the sunbulb, which you can get the sunbulb from the enchanted seed pack, and you can craft 20 nets at once. But that's not all. You can craft the glimmering raider, fairy targeter, fairy collar, fairy power extender, luminous vent, and the fairy summoner. Now I will craft only the fairy net, but you need to craft a fairy summoner for an achievement. And if you really wanna grind this event like a beast, try to craft fairy summoners, which will summon a fairy wave, which is same like fairy event. Also, if you haven't already done so, talk with this NPC and try to max these 3 upgrades. You don't need glimmer multiplier, but these 3 upgrades help you catch more fairies. Fairy event duration is the duration of this fairy event. Fairy spawn amount is the fairies that spawn during the fairy event. I think this is per minute or per 2 minutes. Like 12 fairies in 1 minute or 2 minutes. The roaming fairies are a little bit different. They are the fairies that spawn around the map, and if you find them, use the fairy net to catch them. And as you see, it was converted to a fairy jar. Now you can see how many fairies captured here, and we've gotten 87 fairies captured. But first let me show you how you can grind these fairy jars, or how you can capture fairies fast. During the fairy event, you wanna be between this NPC and your garden. And just use auto clicker, or maybe just click like me, and you'll catch so many fairies this way. But let's catch 100 and I'm gonna show you the new stuff. If we talk with this NPC, we can see that there is a new fairy world. And if we choose the second option, the fairy ring appears 30 minutes after the fairies. Use the fairy ring to travel to the fairy world. So after 30 minutes from the hour event, there will be a fairy ring, and we can use it to travel to the fairy world, and the fairy world will spawn like this, or the fairy ring. A fairy ring has appeared somewhere, and if you look around, we'll see a fairy ring, and you can interact with this fairy ring to travel to the fairy world. But we have not much time, we have only 10 minutes, so listen me carefully. We can talk with this Lumina and access this shop. This will unlock when you catch 100 fairies, I believe. So try to catch as many fairies as possible as fast as you can. But let's go on and submit all the fairy jars. And we get enchanted chests for submitting 100 fairy jars. So let's submit all the fairy jars again. And we got one more enchanted chest. I think you can submit 100 fairy jars for one enchanted chest. And of course you can access this shop and buy enchanted chests or stuff here. But why is 0 in stock? Anyways, that's not all. In this fairy world you can catch fairies. I mean, there are fairies you can catch. Also, there are a lot of parkours, and you wanna do these parkours fast, because there will be these gleaming rewards. And let me claim one. We got the enchanted egg, and claimed all these rewards fast as possible. Also, there are many shop NPCs, You can talk with these and access their shop, and they will sell different stuff for fairy currency. And you need to catch a lot of fairies. There is also a cosmetic shop which you can buy these, and there is also a pet shop. And you need to catch 2000 fairies to unlock the Drake pet, which is, I don't know, seems kinda underwhelming. It just speeds up cooking. But in Fairy World, try to collect as many fairies as possible and do the parkour. Sometimes you'll find fairies on top of trees, and check around for gleaming rewards. There are a lot of gleaming rewards and you only have 10 minutes. So you need to be very fast. You won't have enough time to claim all the rewards, so claim as much as you can. There's also 3 rewards on top of this tree. I got here from climbing the pet shop tree, then jumping on this thing, then going over to this pillar, and then here to top of the tree. Again, the fairy world will be open for 10 minutes, and after 10 minutes passes, it will send us back to our garden. Which, I don't know, what do you think about this event? I think this update is very cool looking, but not rewarding. Again, to catch fairies, stand between this NPC and your garden during a fairy event and just open an auto clicker. Or maybe click continuously, whichever you want. But I don't know, gang, I think this wishing well is more rewarding. Like, we can either craft the new enchanted chest or get it from the fairy world, but you've seen, there wasn't an enchanted chest available in the fairy world. It was zero on stock. So comment down below what do you think, and thanks for watching, see ya.